And we are live.
And you're recording?
Yep. And recording. Um
Excellent.
yeah, well, last we left off, Silva was exploring through the dungeon of the Dead Three, wiping out the followers of the evil gods as she found them, until she found Murtlock. One of the sons of Van Thamper, the Duchess, whom Silva is hunting for. Her and her family are the main reason why Silva isn't noble anymore. Now, Mortlock has not been quite too evil and was always nice to Silva, not necessarily fully understanding what was going on at the time, and basically was just like, well, I mean, you're betrothed to my brother, so you probably family, so um and you've always known him just to be more of uh a brute who doesn't know his own strength rather than a truly evil individual. There we go. You did save him from being slain by one of the followers of the Dead Three, who, as soon as you appeared, they ran and left, fleeing northwardly.
Hmm. There ain't a whole lot to this place I haven't explored, if I remember right.
You've explored
Yeah. Okay.
90% of it.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, all right. I have stolen the money meant for the old hag, and I'm gonna start moving this way. Come
Mm-hmm.
along.
Yeah. So, real quick, gotta get to the proper map so I can. He's gonna follow
All
you.
right. Looks like there's a path to the right, and the. Let's go check this way. You try to stay out of trouble as not to get hurt again.
I'll do my best. So, yeah.
Okay, it just loops around.
Yeah.
I
You do see a
see him.
chest in here. Or not chest,
Okay.
but several wooden crates with rats scurrying among them.
Okay, so it's probably food goods and the such.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I see the enemy.
You do see the enemy. And
Does
he
he look like he's
stands.
ready?
Yes, he does
Okay.
stand at the ready. Um, let me see here. He is standing and waiting, sitting in a area that looks to be in the midst of some statues.
In the midst of statues?
Yeah. Specifically,
You do.
let me hear. There is one statue that you immediately see. Right here that
Behind
you
him?
can see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do these statues look like the kind that would come to life?
You're not sure. There's no real way to tell immediately offhand.
And I'm not close enough to really inspect it, so that's fair. Now, what is your deal?
What do you mean?
Well, why were you attacking Mortlock?
It was a deal. We'd get more money if we'd kill him.
And did the Van Thumper family approve of this?
At least his brothers did.
She raises an eyebrow. And the matriarch?
I don't know if she knows. Or cares for that matter. He's not the favorite.
This is true. No offense, Mortlock.
I've always known.
Good, that makes things easier. Ah, And you do realize I'm not going to just run into that and attack you, right?
Yeah, you're going to have to come in close enough. At least.
She smiles and um raises her left hand as she lets chill touch kind of dance around her fingers. You assume much. I don't have to get close to do anything.
If you have to, it requires you to see, you do.
Oh?
Do you think I'm going to let just a simple spell do me in?
She kind of chuckles and grabbing Snicker Snack off of her back, she will also go ahead and use her Mark of the Monarch for the Aranya wings.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Oh shit, I have winged boots too. I'm not attuned to them. I just have them. I forgot I had them. Sorry, I'm easily distracted apparently.
It's okay.
What do I have? I'll mark that off. As he watches Aranya's wings sprout from my back and kind of flex. And she cracks her neck. You do realize I'm aware of what those statues are, right?
Yes. They're statues to the gods that we serve.
So they are. Is there anything more of note about the statues or something I would know?
The one you can immediately see, if I remember correctly, is the one of Bane. Let me see here. Let me double check.
And I know I've already done the history checks on them. I just don't have it written down.
It's the Bane statue, the god of tyranny and subjugation. Yes.
I can kind of see the other two stars you've drawn, just not well.
Yeah. They're far enough behind that you can't fully make out, but you can tell one of them's probably Merkel. The northern one is probably Merkel, and the southern one is probably Ball.
Ball, Merkel, and Bane. Why do you serve
Actually, switch. The northern one is Ball, the southern one is Merkel. I
Ball,
serve.
Bane, and Merkel. Okay.
Yeah, I serve Ball.
Why serve any of them?
Oh, because I awfully love it when I get to kill people.
Yes, but you could also kill people more efficiently serving someone such as Osmodius.
Nah. Osmodius has rules on killing. Ball just wants me to kill.
I wonder where you got the idea that an archdevil has rules on killing.
All devils have rules.
She kind of chuckles. Let's see. Do I have a flower for necrotic resistance? Hang on. Where's my inventory?
I don't believe you do.
Let's see here. Actually, hang on. I have a black rose.
I believe that might be acid damage.
Yep, black is acid.
They follow the same damages that chromatic
Blue,
dragons do.
green, red, white. Yep. Okay. Hey,
What?
John.
What?
I still have 12 pods of beans.
Yeah? You've still got 12 pods of beans?
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta look at this. Give me a second, because this might result in some hilariousness
Mm-hmm.
if this is gonna do what I think it does. Let's see here. Such as for castings. I don't have to worry about casting time because I just hurl this bitch. Choose a point you see within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius appeared. Thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the air spends 4 foot of movement. Are there plants in this area?
Actually, no. It's all stone.
Okay, so they keep this area well maintained. Darn,
Mm-hmm.
you're no fun.
I'm sorry.
Huh. Trying to think of the best way to do this without actively having to approach this guy, and I don't have much I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't seem one easily convinced without violence, I suppose.
I prefer violence, honestly. Come.
So you're the last one?
From what I know, if you've killed all the ones you've come across already. Of course, there are plenty who just wander the streets themselves, so I don't think you'll
This
ever truly kill us all off.
this is true. And I will burn my last seal for Shadow Shroud, increasing my AC by. Hang on, let me double check. +2 AC for a minute. Um, and I will use my action to cast Mirror Image, and I
Okay.
will now roll initiative.
Okay.
14. Rollies it is.
Yeah, rollies it is. Let me, and D6. He goes
Yep.
first.
Just in case, I will be holding the flower for poison resistance.
Okay, that is fair.
And I already have necrotic resistance. Why was I thinking about that anyway?
He is going to charge forward. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to glare at you. His eyes shine, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
16. Success. You feel like that gaze might be a problem. 30, 35, 40. And he's going to make 2 attacks at you.
He's got an insane movement speed.
He does. First attack. Does a 20
Missed.
hit.
Nope. My
Second
AC
attack.
is 21 without it. Is 21 without. I'm gonna reaction parry,
Okay, cool.
which increases it +4. It is now 25.
Yep. It is now your turn.
Okay, I am going to swing with Snicker Snack with my cantrip Vengeful Blade.
Okay.
9 plus 15.
15?
Wait,
15 total?
is 9? No, 9's the one with the line under the squiggle part. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
This is a 6. 6 plus 15, so 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 21. 21 definitely hits.
Okay, now Snicker Snack is 2d6 and a d8 for my necrotic damage.
Yeah.
6 plus 3 is 9, plus 5 for my charisma modifier. So 14 magical slashing.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I forgot the plus 3 because it's also a plus 3 sword. So it's not 14, that's 17 magical slashing.
What's the total?
Thanks, Snicker. And necrotic damage is 7. So that is 21 damage total. 7 of it's
damage?
necrotic.
As you strike at him, he stops the blade with his hand, taking it, but it doesn't seem like he took any damage from it. And he grins.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I get a second attack.
You do.
Uh, 17 plus 15. So that definitely hits.
Oh, yeah.
That is 2 more d6. For 5 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 for the plus 3 sword is going to be 13 magical slashing.
Okay. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, so once a turn, he can just ignore damage.
Yep. He reduces the damage from an attack to 0 once a turn.
That's broken. Okay, his turn.
Yeah, it is his turn. He's going to try and do his stunning gaze on you, so make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, my D20 decided to try and fly away from me.
Oh no!
That is another 16.
Nice. He is going to try and hit you with his daggers. First dagger. 22 to
Parry.
hit.
And miss.
And miss. Okay. It is your turn.
I see why the big guy was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
That is 15 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be... Oh, he tried to attack me. He gets 8 more damage when he did that.
Okay.
or a D8 more. And that is exactly 8 more necrotic damage when he tried to
Nice.
attack me. 7 plus 5 plus 3. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 magical slashing.
And
He's gonna
another bit
take
of
it, or is he
necro.
gonna...
Do
And
you
no,
cast the spell this time?
I never said I cast a spell this time. Is he gonna reduce the damage?
He's gonna take it.
Now I'll pump the cantrip into this one. So I know he's going to stop it.
Yep.
That is the 12 plus 15.
That hits.
That is 4 plus 8. That's 12 magical slashing and 6 necrotic for 18 total damage.
Yep. He's going to reduce that to 0.
Yep, that sounds about right. You know I'm gonna get you with a nat 20 on one of those, right?
Maybe.
As soon as one of those non-magic ones.
Well, I mean,
Anyways,
if it's his turn, I want you to make another wisdom saving throw as he's trying to stunning gaze you again.
15.
15? Nice, you succeed.
God bless. I'm terrified of that fucking stunning gaze.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
I can't keep getting lucky, but I can't afford to have a missed turn.
Miss. Natural 20.
Do I have anything I can do to avoid that?
I don't think you can, because even if you shielded or parried, that would still be a hit.
Yeah, because 26 is what my shield would bring me up to. You would be correct. So this is gonna hit regardless.
And because he also has the aura of murder, you find yourself vulnerable to this damage.
Yep, that sounds about right.
So that is going to be 20 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm sure he takes more damage because you pumped that spell.
Yep. Where's that D8? 3 more necrotic damage.
Nice.
Now, where is this?
He's already looking hurt, but he's reveling in the pain. And it is your turn.
Silva reaches out and grabs him by the collar. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I believe that fails.
That fails. Okay. I need to see how many D10s this is. Oh, hey, I have 5 Infernal Conduit dice. Where's my D10? There it is. 9, 10, 11, boo, 15, and 20. He takes 20 necrotic damage, and I get that back.
Nice. It is not an attack, so
Correct.
he takes it. And I believe...
Yeah, she just reaches out and starts to rot his neck at a visible pace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to roll the D6 because I have mirror image up.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
Oh well, that just means I still have 3 images.
That is true.
Alright, it's his turn, because that takes an action.
Yep. He's going to try and stunning gaze you again. So, wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh no. I rolled a 2.
Okay. You are stunned until the end of his next turn. So.
Where's the lightning bolt? I know there is one. There it is. Alright, so he basically gets 2 turns in a row.
2 turns in a row with advantage.
Yep.
So, 25.
Let me roll a d6 to see if he hits me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1, so he hits me.
So you take
That's
12
12.
damage. He attacks again. And he hits you. Go ahead and roll to see if he actually hits
That's
you.
a 2.
Oh, no.
Stop failing me, dice.
That's 16 damage.
Okay.
That is
And then he gets 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Because his next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That
Miss.
hits.
Well,
No.
your AC is 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, that one hits. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot it was 21 for a second. 4! He hits one of my mirrors.
So you have 2 mirrors.
I have 2 mirrors left.
And it is now
Okay.
your turn.
Alright, let me remove the lightning bolt. Silva kind of shakes it off and swings Snicker Snack again.
Mm-hmm.
23.
23 hits.
Is he going to try and reduce the damage?
Yeah, he's going to try to
6,
reduce
7.
the damage.
Okay, that is 7 plus 8, so that is 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then her second attack, she's gonna pump her
Spell
cantrip into. Yeah. I was asking.
You did ask.
17 to hit. I rolled a 2.
You did hit. Oh,
Really?
a natural 1 misses for you.
Well, that's because it misses anyways, because it's the nat 1.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is 11 plus 8 for 19 magical slashing. And 8 on the damage for necrotic.
Mm-hmm. He should have waited until your second attack.
Yeah, he should have, but that's why I asked. Is he going to go ahead and try to reduce this damage? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm pumping my cantrip into the second one.
Yeah. So, you successfully take him out. How do you want to finish him?
He will plunge Snicker Snack into his chest, smile. Osmodius will have plans for you, and touch her sending stone.
She grabs the handle and goes, I won't be seeing him. My soul's already taken.
She grins. Archdemons don't often care. And she rips the blade straight up.
And he dies.
Fuck that guy. Also, my attacks count as ability checks for with charisma, don't they?
Yes.
That's supposed to be another +5 on top of that then, because my wings were active.
Nice.
So well, that should have been plus.
They don't count as ability checks. They count as specifically attack rolls. Attack rolls and ability checks are separate.
Okay. Saving throws is what would count, and that wasn't. Yeah. +5 bonus to all charisma-based ability checks. Okay, yeah. Just making sure I had it remembered right. Finishing that, she puts Snicker Snack away, along with her rapier and her flower. Are you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, sorry it wasn't much help.
I'd rather you not get yourself killed trying to fight that fool.
Yeah, I figured he would probably just focus on me, and I didn't want to be in the way.
That is part of why I didn't bother moving out of the doorway. Didn't want to give him an opportunity to get at you and distract me. Let's go.
Alright. And he follows you.
And this room's a dead end? Yep.
It is a dead end.
Nothing of note loot-wise on the body?
No.
Boo.
Sorry.
How the fuck is a level 2 party supposed to deal with that?
I know, right? 3 times a day can reduce an attack's damage to 0. Ooh, I
I
got
only
a
got
natural
3 turns.
20. Sure you did. Your damage is 0 though.
Yeah, and he can only do it once a turn. So that's part of what I was waiting for. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use a cantrip this time and deal straight damage. Does he stop it?
Yeah.
As soon as you said yes, I was like, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to roll super high on my damage. It was literally 1 lower than the maximum I could roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deliberately moving one little room at a time because I missed this room up here and I knew I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a dead end.
Yeah.
I don't think I missed anything else.
No, you didn't miss too many other things.
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead back topside and meet up with the guard captain.
Okay. Mortlock joins you. And Let me see. Mortlock does join you, and he's going to avoid being there during your meeting with the captain, but he'll be close by. So, and as you approach the captain, so have you dealt with them?
Yes, I've killed everyone that was in that little hideout below the bathhouse. Though their leader did warn me there were plenty more hiding amongst the people in the streets.
Cockroaches, all of them. You did deal with the main force, so he takes a bag of gold, 100 gold pieces as promised.
She takes it. And that's not all. For a little extra gold, I've got some information for you.
What kind of information?
The one who was helping them.
Really? They were being bankrolled?
Yes, there were.
That would be very interesting to know. It depends on if we can actually do anything about it.
Your ability on what to do about it may vary, but I also have a witness as proof.
Very well. How about this? An extra 100 gold for the information on who's been supplying them and the witness.
He smiles. That is agreeable. Mortlock, come here.
And Mortlock comes in. Hello, Captain. Ah, I see. So you have information on who's been supplying. Yes. My mother has been supplying the Dungeon of the Dead 3. The Cult of the Dead 3 to undermine your your influence. Well, shit. Oh,
She is attempting.
Looks like there's nothing I can do.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do?
My jurisdiction is not within the upper city, and I can't do anything to any of the nobles.
Even the god is useless. I'll just do it myself. Like, Silva straight up sounds annoyed that the guard can't do anything.
Listen, I don't know if you remember exactly what things were like beforehand, but the guard of the upper city are on the nobles' bankroll. If they're doing something, it has to be somebody with substantial power to be able to get a noble in trouble.
Or I could just kill them all and leave the city under the cover of your squad.
I'm not going to be a part of that. I know where, I know not to bite the hands that feed.
He snickers at this. Hey, snick a snack. Do you think we could get the Wabbajack here? That'd be fun. And she's turning to walk away as she's talking to her sword. Like, this guy probably thinks she's absolutely deranged.
Yeah, he does. Mortlock continues to follow. I do have some other information on my brothers, if it'll help.
Oh? I would especially be interested in any information involving Amaric.
He's running things out of the Low Lantern Tavern.
She kind of pauses. Seriously? That dump?
Yeah. It serves his purposes, I guess, but he's been receiving payments.
It is true it is true that they wouldn't think a noble would be in a place like that.
He's been doing various gambling bits, and he's been gambling a bit, or more properly, loan sharking. And on top of that, he's also been paying off the cult for Mother. And that's where they went to receive their payments.
Question, did they have like a mask or anything to identify them as the cult they followed? Because there was a reason I was asking if they had anything of interest on them. I guess I should have specified I was looking for something that identifies them as part of that cult.
Identifies who is part of the cult?
The members I slaughtered.
Oh yeah, plenty. Most of the followers of Bane have like a black gauntlet. The followers of Merkel have they they wear dark robes, like mage robes, and most of the followers of Bane are cloaked and wielding special daggers. The leader of which, of Ball's group, he was fairly obvious because he had all the skin on his skull pulled off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would take one of the daggers, specifically off of the leader.
Mm-hmm.
I would take one of the gauntlets, and that's about it for what I could carry out. Well, I suppose we have a lantern to visit.
Yeah.
Let's put your family on notice. And she starts for the pub that he's working out of.
Sure thing. And you do eventually get to the Low Lantern. And let me go to the map of this place. You are actually move over here. And that is where the Low Lantern.
By the docks. Is that ship still there?
There are plenty of ships, so
I'm looking for the pirate ship, the one I was described to.
Make an investigation check.
Get from the stinking dice tower. Thank you. Fucking bouncing off the damn thing. Investigation. What is my investigation? +1. 18 total.
18? I'm gonna say you can find it. It's not too close to the Low Lantern Tavern. Actually, I'm sorry. I put you in the wrong spot. This is where the tavern is.
Okay.
Wrong boat. But it's not close to where the tavern is, But you are able to kind of read off the manifest and locate where it is.
And can you ping on the map for me where it is?
Yeah. Let's see here. It's going to be here.
Cool. Mortlock, you see that boat over there?
Yeah.
It's a boat of pirates.
Oh. All right.
Do be mindful not to get into a drunken brawl with one. I do not wish to deal with that.
I don't like liquor.
Even better. Now, let's go scare the daylights out of your brother. And she goes to enter the tavern.
And easily enough, you enter the tavern. Now, I don't really expect combat to happen here, but
No.
Mhm.
She's here to make a show of force and scare the shit out of
Oh,
him
yeah.
that she came back.
But as you step onto the ship, which has been converted into a tavern and still floats on the docks. One of the things you do note are two crows looking down at you and cawing. There's also a whole bunch of seagull corpses that are just laying on the dock, the deck of the ship.
I will note Silva looks very out of place. As she's still dressed more like a noble than anything. Has a very, very fancy rapier on her hip and an even fancier greatsword on her back.
Yeah.
She looks very out of place and is walking with her hands tucked at the small of her back as Mortlock follows her.
And Mortlock is a giant of the man. Most people would consider him, confuse him for a Goliath. He's so
God
big.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot tall. He's taller than me.
Yeah. He's also horribly disfigured from a burn accident that happened when he was younger. Let me give you a picture of him.
I believe you already did.
Ah.
I'll take another one, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's been a while since we've had a session. And we talk a lot in between.
But yeah, this is Mortlock.
Okay, yeah. Why is he using a giant wooden club?
That's the weapon he chooses.
Okay, he could do more damage with a hammer, but hey.
Well, yeah. I mean, probably, but...
I ain't gonna knock his weapon choice yet. Yeah. Silva stares up at the two crows, raises an eyebrow. Mortlock.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the crows?
I'm not sure. Could be imps, actually. Thirstwell is very keen on a spy network. He keeps watch on everything. Probably already knows you're here.
Oh, even better. Which means Amarek is expecting me. And she will begin walking.
I don't know.
She has a little pet to her step.
Thirstwell doesn't much care for Emmerich himself, so it's possible that he's purposely not letting him know just for the surprise.
She pauses at this. Oh, now that's amusing. She'll turn and look back up at the crows, point at the both of them, with one with her index finger, the other with the middle. She'll then bring her hand to her neck and make a slicing motion with a big grin. And then continue back on her way, hands tucked behind her back.
One of them flies off.
That's exactly what she wanted. Yeah, she's just here to make it known right now.
Yeah.
So she looks for Amarek.
As you head as you head down into the lower deck, um, I imagine you kind of ask around a little bit or look around. Um, Roll me a history check real quick. Would you have
History.
actually? Yeah, roll me a history check. Would you have been when while you were living as a noble, or just after your family was ousted? Would you have come to this tavern? That is a question.
Good question. Now, after being removed from nobility, our family would have been forced into the lower city.
Yeah.
That is a 14 total.
I'm going to say at least you know of this a little bit, but there are 3 decks below the top deck of the ship. And the tavern has kind of like a tavern and inn situation going on for it. The the first deck down is the main hall and the common floor of the tavern. And the
Huh.
deck just below that is kind of like a lounge area where the sleeping arrangements are on the lowest deck possible. This is not that amazing of a place to stay, so it's like dirt cheap, but you get what you pay for type of situation.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Um,
Oh, did I get that extra 100 gold, by the way?
yes, you did.
Excellent. I need to mark that. Yes, I'm aware I strong armed the captain, but fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
But he you are so you would be aware that anybody doing extra business in the tavern probably would be doing so in the lounge.
All right, I will head down to the lounge.
Mhm. Which is where you see him. Let's see here. Give me a moment. I'm pulling up the map. But yes. There are a pair of couches as immediately visible as you come down the stairs and kind of turn turn around to see the rest of the internal deck. And you see Emric sitting. Let me see here. Yeah, sitting facing the stairs going downwards. And as he looks at you, there's a look of surprise. Go ahead and make a insight check on him.
Insight. That is a dirty 20. I have
Okay.
a +4 to insight.
As his look of surprise kind of grows, and you can tell that whatever happened, he is pleasantly surprised to see you, regardless. He goes, "Ah, a sight for sore eyes. I wondered if I would ever see you again. Come, sit." And as he sees Mortlock following behind, kind of has that break in his smile a little bit. Well, I see
Silva's
you've met.
smile grows more at this.
I see you've already found Mortlock. So, come sit. How have things been going?
She walks over, but doesn't sit, still smiling, and
Mm-hmm.
drops both the dagger and the gauntlet at his feet.
Ah. found out about the little plot, did you?
And I'm far from done.
I see. Well, I am so sorry. For my part to play, first off, in what happened with your family, I
And pray
didn't.
tell, what was your part?
Oh, yes. I was the one who gave all my mother information that she needed.
I figured as much.
And again, I did, while initially it was merely business, I did enjoy our time together. I did my best to make sure that you weren't as affected as your parents.
She kind of leans down, cupping his cheek, slowly moving her hand under his chin and pulling her hand away so that she could tilt
Hmm.
his head up just slightly. Watch your back, Emmerich. I am far from done for the hell you and your mother have put me through. Osmodius will be pleased when I'm done.
Really
And she
interesting.
pulls her finger away and straightens up. It's about then he should probably notice the crest of Osmodius on my dress.
As he looks up, well, that is interesting. Never
Not as
expected
interesting.
you to become a devil worshipper or servant to a devil.
She just smiles. Well, when you're starving to death, you don't have many options. Especially when your parents work themselves to death after being screwed over by a hag who kills her own spouse.
My mother is a force of nature.
Your mother is little more than a whore who kills her spouses.
Oh, that's awfully harsh. It's true,
But
but
it
it's
is
harsh.
true.
Still, she knows what she wants, and that she works to get it.
Well, I'm sure your little brother is telling your mother all about my arrival about now. After all, one of his crows just flew off.
First of all, uh, Thirstwell is the oldest, actually.
Ah, elder brother then.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course he's got his nose in everybody's business. That's just like him. Never really cared much. I'm sure he never has gotten over me being the favorite.
Oh, certainly not. And it doesn't bode well for you that he knows I'm visiting you. You
Probably
know he's
not.
going to spin that his way.
Surely. All you have to do is just to get there before he has a chance to tell Mother about it.
Oh, no. I'm going to let him tell her.
That's unfortunate. Oh well. Still,
Or are you planning to assist me in taking down your mother? As it stands, the crow has only just left. If we leave now to handle business, we could get there before the crow.
possibly. Um,
Of
he
course,
turns
taking.
to an individual who's been kind of sitting with him. Let me see here. Um, he turns to one of them, to both of his bodyguards that are sitting with him or standing behind him. He goes, "Would you guys mind giving us a bit of privacy? Get a couple of drinks upstairs." And as they leave, And once they're out of earshot, he goes, "Listen, honestly, there's not much I can do to help. At least not immediately. I would love to help you get back for what happened to your family. Now, I have to get out of here. If I'm to help at all, I have to get out of here without tipping off one of my guards."
One of them?
Well, what surprises me about you serving as Modius is that my mother has been servant to an archdevil herself.
Oh?
Yes. I don't think her who she goes to outranks Asmodeus, because I don't think anybody does. But
You would be correct.
I would wonder if Asmodeus would be ever would really be pleased with you interfering with her work, especially
Well,
since she's working on doing what was done to Elturel to Baldur's Gate.
here's the thing. I don't plan to stop what's happened to Aunt Terrell. I'm just going to get my revenge. El Terrell being gone is of no consequence to me. And I'm certain Osmodius can guide my hand the right way to keep it where things should stay.
Well, sure, if that's if that's what you believe. But do note, my mother is technically working to gain souls for Avernus.
By working with the Cult of Three?
They're just they're just stones to be stepped on. The fact
By
that
the way, I forgot I knocked that one guy out in the bathhouse, and I think I just left him tied up. I'd have told the guards to go get him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just so they do have an informant now who's prisoner. I just forgot about him.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, if that's what you think you believe, but I mean, we still have I you might want to ask Asmodeus if he wants you to stop or deal with her. I mean, how do you think you can get your revenge without foiling the plans to turn Baldur's Gate into uh, a screaming piece of rock in Avernus?
Because she is merely a pawn. Pawns are disposable. All I have to do is replace her with a different pawn. Perhaps one more fit to lead her family.
I see. And who were you thinking would be that?
Your older brother is too shrewd. And no offense, but you're just too dumb. And she turns to the other brother.
So, were you referring to Mortlock
Yeah,
when you
I
said
was
that?
referring to Mortlock when I said that. And no offense, but you're too
Yeah.
dumb. Turns to Mortlock.
I understand. Yeah. Well, if that is the case, I can see about helping you stab my mother in the back.
Now, that still begs the question of why you're trying to get Mortlock killed. The man may
Because
be a fool, but he's hardly a problem if you sit and talk.
Well, part of it was Thirstwell's idea. We just figured things would be so much easier without him.
Yes, she like rubs the bridge of her nose. Yes, yes. Let's kill the walking pile of muscle that could be used for oh so much more. And this is what I mean when I say your brother is too shrewd. So, as it stands, our goals align. I will put you at the head of your family. I get my revenge, and Mortlock gets to live a normal life. As in, he will be allowed to leave the city before it turns into what Osmodius wishes.
That sounds like a deal.
Excellent. Mortlock, you may want to start making preparations to leave the city immediately.
Oh, don't worry. I don't need much. And he just gets, he walks away.
Now, what do you know that could be helpful to me at the moment?
Hmm. Well, you'll need me to get inside.
That's a given.
The interior of the house is all uh it has imps all over the place, both of Thirstwell's and my mother's employ. Um, one of the leader of Elturel actually is hiding out beneath the house. If that's any of interest to you.
What do you mean the leader of El Torella is hiding below your family's manor?
Well, before the big meeting Alter Raven God was supposed to attend, uh, Thavis Krieg, the leader of Elturel, the high priest or what have you, came by and started hiding out at our place. Mostly because that was the time Zariel had decided to make good on her end of the bargain. Take her price.
And what was her price?
Elturel, the whole city, and those within it.
Hmm. I see.
So we we've been hiding him out there until things blow over. Mother has been working on plans of taking over Baldur's Gate in the meantime. Um,
Now, do you need to be in charge of Baldur's Gate for this plan to fill out?
Technically, yes.
But
Because
you can take that position,
I
I
could take that
trust.
position, yes. Um, the the idea is after we begin ruling Baldur's Gate, we're going to do a similar thing that Elturel did, which was to have the citizen folk swear themselves to the allegiance of Baldur's Gate, to serve it to the very end. And that will, they won't exactly know it, but they'll be signing their souls off to Zariel.
Perfect. There is one slight change to that step. You must swear your soul to Osmodius and fall under his ranks.
Technically, aren't I already in his ranks if I'm serving Zariel? I'm just a bit further down.
Serving a lesser archdemon does you no good. While deserving of the utmost respect, they are not Lord Osmodius.
If you insist.
And at this, she will touch the stone she uses to keep in touch with Osmodius and update him on everything so far in Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And the tweaks to the plans she's making just so she can get her revenge.
Osmodius says those tweaks are not needed. Keep them for Zariel.
He gets back, yes, my lord. And she smiles at Amory. Lucky day. Osmodius says you should stay under your current employ.
Oh, good. So, shall we head off? Head home?
Let's.
And he will.
Silva needs a long rest before she continues because I didn't get one after, unless I automatically got one before this. Because I have spent all my resources in that dungeon.
Yeah, go ahead and take a rest. You'll probably need it.
Yep. Okay. Take long rest. Okay. All that's refilled. All my spell slots are refilled. Alright, it looks like everything refilled itself. Cool. Alright, I got everything filled back in.
Okay.
Now, let us head out.
One moment. I'm doing something. Because I'll need to have...
By the way, once the city is where it truly belongs, I want you to make certain that specific ship over there ends up as well.
Oh, if I am...
And she points at the pirate ship.
Mm-hmm. That sounds wonderful. Mm-hmm.
I love how I'm doing just enough good and evil to stay lawful neutral.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to load in. There we go. There. Trying to load in Amric's token. By the way, if you want to take a good look at Amric, this is the guy your character was betrothed to.
He looks like a sleazeball.
Yeah, he is a sleazeball.
Well, yeah. now she's using him to her advantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. He gets up, heads up the deck, second deck, pats both his bodyguards on the back and goes, I'm going home. I'll have her as my escort. Take the day off. And leaves with you. He actually offers his arm if Silva wants to take it.
Silva does not. Hands again resting at the small of her back as she walks.
Well.
She's still wearing the crown.
Mm-hmm.
I love the appearance of Silva right now. Beautiful dress, a stunning golden crown, a intricate boots, a
Mm,
beautiful ring, and then she's just got the rapier, the great sword, and a flower tucked in her tucked behind her ear.
mm,
Right now, I will say it's the red one.
okay. All right. And the maps that I am most proud of in this. So, real quick, he is going to lead you through the front gate. Da-da-da, pop, 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 pop. There. And he. Boom. There we go.
Oh god damn.
Yeah. As he walks through the doors, hello, gentlemen. I have a guest for tonight. And walks with you, heading towards the front door. They don't question you or anything. All right, so where should we head first? Or where would you like to head first?
Well, first things first, we need dirt on your mother and your brother. Specifically, the deal of their contracts, as that could prove most useful in undoing their power.
I don't have that information, but I can. We can have a visit with our brother. Or with my brother.
Just keep in mind we can't outright kill him unless we can do so without making a sound until we get the information on their contracts.
Well, fine. Ah,
I know, disappointing. But we need to use our brains before our brawn. If you pick a fight with your brother now, even if we take him out, who's to say it won't alert the rest of the house?
oh, well, I understand. Well, if we're going to figure anything out, we should probably head downstairs.
Then let us go.
And he's going to lead you into the kitchen.
Hey, look, servants.
Yeah. You recognize most of these servants, at least Fendrick, the butler. Old as shit, but old as
Dylan,
yeah, old as dirt,
still
but
kicking. Hello
welcome
again,
back,
Frederick.
Mistress Silva.
Hello, it's good to see you again.
And yeah, Emmerich leads
Hey,
you.
look, a familiar.
Oh no, it's a Tressum. You
A
recognize the
what?
Tressum. It is a winged cat.
Yeah, so still a familiar.
Hmm.
Got it.
But yeah, let's see here. Wrong place.
Did you
Mhm.
forget your own map for a minute?
I didn't forget. I just haven't pulled it up yet. Okay, cool. We're not gonna bother with anything else. We're just gonna go straight to the under villa. And let me see here. Straight to the place. Apologies for the black screen. Well, those are not supposed to be seeable. 1 second. He leads you down into the basement and goes, well, without further ado, and leads you in here.
I will follow.
Okay. And amid the sewer system, you get the burning smell of the pungent smell of incense. As he begins to lead you, he stops as a group of patrolling, what appears to be patrolling cultists, stop. All of them wearing cloaks and devil masks. And he goes, "Where's my mother?" She has, oh, Amrik. Yes, she has decided to go for her personal meditations. We're not sure where. Wonderful. All right, well, I'll go see if she's in the sanctuary. And continues. You can pass through them. They'll let you by as long as, since you're with him.
She doesn't question it. She doesn't ask. She doesn't say anything. She just follows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There are more, and lead you to this set of devil doors. Opens them. And in here, you see.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, you see a. Among, like, cultists, there is a barbed devil. Or a spined fiend. Specifically, a barbed devil. And as he turns to look, yes, I'm looking for my mother. She is not here at the moment. You should probably go away. He kind of spits as he looks upon the rest. You brought an outsider here. That's not proper. Oh yes, but she's going to become part of the deal. I wanted to get mother's approval. Looks. No. Kill her.
Does the fact that I have Osmodeus crest on my chest do anything?
No.
Hmm.
He sees you as another pawn. In fact, a pawn that is, if is important, is where it shouldn't be.
You dare go against Osmodeus's guidance?
You are far too arrogant of a mortal to think that your presence here means anything.
You're far too arrogant of a devil to think you outrank me. You will mind that tongue of yours, or I'll make certain that it's sent right back where it came from until our mission in Baldur's Gate is completed.
You have no power here. I suggest you leave before I have you killed.
What was the archdemon they serve again? I have forgotten.
Zariel.
Zariel.
Osmodius sent me here merely to keep an eye on things to make sure Zariel's followers were indeed keeping true to the task at hand. Need I report back to him they are in fact not?
Make a deception check.
21.
21. Cool. He looks at you, stops. Fine. We still do not know where Lady Van Vamper currently is. She's probably in her personal audience chamber, in which you should probably let her finish her prayers and meditations. Either way, you probably would be best served going somewhere else for the moment.
Thank you for the advice. Amaric, let us go.
Sure. And he leads out. And as he leaves, he whispers, "Well, the next step is to trifle through Mother's room."
She just nods. Doesn't acknowledge what she just did in that room.
Yeah.
Like, this is this is obviously something she does often. She just
Mhm.
doesn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
God, I love having stupidly high
Mm-hmm.
deception and persuasion.
There was a chance that you could have failed that.
With a plus 13,
You got a
there
21
was.
total.
I did. I rolled low.
Mm-hmm. So, we are going to move.
There is always a chance of failure in everything you do. I was just banking on not failing.
Moving it back to the villa. All right, well, upstairs we go. Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
And and he leads you up here. Or he immediately goes to this guard and goes, "Listen, we wish to get some air. Please step aside." To one of the guards, who promptly does step aside. And do you close the door behind you?
Yep.
Okay. Follow me. This is the easiest way to get to Mother's room without avoiding too much suspicion. Enter. It was 5, 10, 2. See here. There we go. And open. All right, well, we have the entire room to look through. If anything, we'll also need to look through the study. Although that might pose problems with the with that
What is this?
armor. That is a dumbwaiter system.
Okay.
You can tell it leads down into the kitchen.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make an investigation check. See if I can find any
Investigation check.
Yeah. See if I can find any information on her pact deal with Zariel
Mm-hmm.
and her current mission that Zariel has given her. That is a 15 total.
15. There is nothing in here that relates to that. And as you find nothing... Oh, go ahead and roll with advantage, because Amrik is helping.
17.
17? Cool.
Slightly better.
Slightly better, and still, unfortunately, nothing. He kind of just goes, shit. Okay, here's our problem. If we begin looking through the study, that armor in the corner is going to start trying to kill us.
And why is that?
Well, because it's specifically instructed that anyone who is searching through... Well, it is allowing us to pass because I am here. But if I start rummaging through things, it will consider that I am up to something, and it will begin to attack.
I see. I turn and look at it. Can I make an Arcana check to see if there's a way to shut it down?
I'll make an Arcana check.
19 total. Let's go. Wait,
19 total.
Arcana. Oh, I'm wrong. I have a +5 in Arcana. So that is a
Ooh.
23 total.
Nice. 23 total. Normal arcane animated armors have some kind of susceptibility to magic. Like things that dispel magic would stop them.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has no such hindrance.
So this thing would count more as a living creature, an automaton.
Yeah.
And there's no way to shut it off.
Currently,
At least not.
it's in a resting state.
Oh, didn't mean to close the door. Trying to move token.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one would not be hindered by dispelling the magic.
Yes.
If you were to pluck its sword away, would it activate?
Probably.
Hmm. Do you know the exact activation conditions?
Normally, any anybody not me or me, my brothers, or my mother who enters the room without escort of either of us is its primary activation.
Alright.
I'm sure my mother has a secondary activation if anybody but her is going through the contents of this place. I wouldn't expect her to trust me so much that she'd let me rummage through her study without her knowledge, or without her being here.
And do you know how exactly that would be activated? Whether it's initially just rummaging through things, or does it have to be able to see you rummage through?
Well, probably it would have to be able to see us to rummage through. I'm not entirely sure how these things work, though. I don't know if it has eyes, so it's possible it can see without needing to see things. If any time would it be to go loud, it might be now. But
There's no need for that just yet. I'm looking through some of my features and traits to see what I've got available to me. Hmm. Okay, I don't have much in my inventory that would be helpful here, or spell-wise.
mm-hmm,
This is the problem with the third caster.
mm-hmm.
I love this character, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Nuka Snack, you got any ideas?
Well, we're planning to kill evil. Might as well just destroy the thing and let us have it. They might be keyed up to our intentions. But what's wrong with going through and slaughtering the entire house, save for the servants?
The fact that it is merely two of us against a household full of enemies, and a sewer full of them?
I'm sure they could not get word out to everyone before we could slip away.
I am doubtful of that. All it takes is one of them shouting from up here for one downstairs to hear and alert the rest. We need to be smart about this. They will die in time, just not yet. The reason Snicker Snack and Silva don't get along that great. Snicker Snack, kill everything now! Silva, hold on a damn minute.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We gotta think this through so I don't die. Snicker Snack, no fucks given. Kill it, kill it, kill it. This is worse than having a literal demon on her shoulder.
Trust your sword. Let it do the talking.
There are times for that, and I don't believe this is that time as of yet. Emmerich, are there other places we could search in the meantime before my bloodthirsty sword starts fighting on its own? And
Unfortunately,
it floats. I don't put it past it.
I don't think there's any other places where she would leave this type of thing. How about this? Let me give it a shot. I'll try rummaging through the things on my own and try and find what we need. And if it starts attacking, run.
Why run instead of assist you?
It's probably it's probably not going to stop until we get out. If we want to do this without alerting too many people.
That is fine. I will wait in the waiting room while you rummage through then, just in case.
Okay.
Where does that stairwell lead to in here anyway?
It leads to the tower.
Hmm.
So he's going to begin rummaging through things. To his surprise, it's not got that secondary requirement that he's been told, that he thought.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do make it quick. I'm going to search the spire while you do, and I'm gonna head upstairs.
Yeah. So. As you do. Cool. So, you enter the tower's peak, and the spiral staircase climbs about 15 feet to a square room with crisscrossing rafters, 10 feet overhead, and a peaked roof above that. An empty bookcase dominates the west wall, and two filthy padlocked cages stand on the floor. Each cage holds a human prisoner and a chamber pot.
What the?
Please, you have to help us. Lady Van Thamper just threw us in here and hasn't explained anything.
Who are you lot?
Well, the woman who is kind of calling for help. I'm Shalene. I'm a sewer maintenance supervisor. Um,
I get the feeling you stumbled on something you shouldn't have, and that's how you ended up here.
kind of. I was backing plans to extend the lower city's sewer system, but for some reason, Lady Van Thamper was against it, and even and I don't know exactly why, but since apparently I was being a nuisance to her, she insisted on keeping me up here. Um, the other one, my name is Kaijil Orunmar. The Van Thampas were behind on their taxes.
You're a tax man.
Yes. But I won't be after this if you let me go.
She sighs, pinches the bridge of her nose. Miss, you unfortunately were impeding on her quote unquote business with the cult of three. That was her gripe with you. I assume where you were supposed to expand to would have broken into their little hideaway.
That would definitely make sense.
Was it
Well,
somewhere around the region of the bathhouse?
yes. And I was
That
originally
is exactly where they're called. Continue.
very confused because having worked in the sewer system, I thought that she would be all for the idea. But I promise I won't do anything to do anything to say anything bad about her if we leave. Please, I just want to go home.
Now, this brings a quandary, as I'm not supposed to be up here. Should I let you out, how do you plan to get out of here without one of the guards killing you on sight?
We just assumed that you had already dealt with anybody in the way.
No, I'm using Emmerich to be able to move freely right now.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll tell you what. I am fully planning on dealing with the hag. Once that is done, I will send someone up here to fetch you both. Taxman, I care not what you do. Young lady, I want you to leave the city, and I want you to leave as quickly as possible and as far as possible. Do you understand me?
All right.
I can kill the old lady. That does not mean I can save you from repercussions of those that support her. So to stay safe, you need to leave the city. As for you, taxman, you're the taxman. None of her benefactors are gonna care what you do. Silva gives no fucks about the taxman, but this young lady did nothing.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything that I might find useful information-wise up here, aside from you two?
I don't think so.
Uh, so you said that bookcase was empty.
Yes, the bookcase is empty.
Does the room look like it's smaller than it should be?
No, it does not.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if there's an imp in the rafters.
If there is, how would you know?
That's what the perception check is for, to see if I catch sight of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 plus 4 for 23. Why am I rolling so well? I'm going to be fucked come Friday with these rolls.
Well, you do not see anything.
Excellent. Alright. I'm going to take my leave for the time being, and I will have you two freed as soon as it is safe to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you getting killed for no reason.
Let me actually double check something, though.
Oh, yes, there's an imp. Oh, well, it's gonna explode now.
Okay. As you are, you don't see anything, but as you are beginning to leave, you hear the faintest pair of chuckles from each of the cages, or more properly, just above the cages.
I see. So, are you two communicating telepathically?
Let me see here. Can't they do that? They can't do that.
That can't telepathically communicate?
Nope. So,
Excellent.
so
Silva doesn't know that.
yeah,
It doesn't change my answer, or what
yeah,
I said.
yeah. Your question. They go, oh,
And
and
she reaches up and pulls Snicker Snack off her back. Should I tell you about my blade, Snicker Snack? Oh, it's almost fully aware of how ridiculous the name of her sword is.
mm-hmm, yeah. Um, hmm. They don't. You don't hear anything more. You know they're there. You know practically where they are, but you don't hear anything more. It sounds like they're trying to keep themselves quiet to avoid you striking out at them.
Snickersnack is a blade I got from the Feywild. I retrieved it from the the Palace of Heart's Desire, as I freed Sibylna, the Queen of the Fae. You can show yourselves now, or I can cut your heads off with the sword meant to slay dragon.
Make an intimidation check.
Fuck yeah, I love intimidation checks. 7 plus 13.
7 plus 13. Nice.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Or a flaccid 20. Okay. They yeah. They do appear, become visible.
Excellent.
And you notice that their tails are poised to strike at the commoners in the cages.
She smiles more. I go out my way to help a couple of people and you wish to kill them, thinking I do this as some sort of righteous deed. You are sorely mistaken.
Well, we have
Check my
orders.
crest.
We have orders to make sure they don't get freed unless Lady Vamphampa says so.
Oh, so you would hinder me freeing them regardless, would you?
Yes. We're under
see.
orders.
I see. And who's your contractee specifically?
We're specifically contracted to the Vanthampa, Lady Vanthampa.
Huh. And she slowly smiles. God, I love that image. Anyway, you can't take much of a beating.
Probably
I
not.
could kill at least one of you faster than you could kill the commoner.
Possibly. Or we could kill the commoners faster than you could get your first swing off.
You don't seem to recognize my crest. Who said I was going to swing Snickersnack? That's... And who says I can't attack you both? And she will hold Snickersnack out to the side, blade down, and let go and let him float there.
He falls to the ground.
I thought you said he floated when I first found him.
When you found him, he was floating. You assumed that he floated on his own power.
Oh, well, yeah, I did. Snickersnack, what are you doing? And she will pick him up.
Sorry, I can't float on my own or attack on my own. I was being held in levitation for appearances purposes. I didn't know how to tell
She
you.
sighs and looks annoyed, which is what the imp sees. You can be worthless at the worst times possible. You know that.
That's mean.
Yes, it is. Still petty as fuck. Regardless, I could at least ensure the lady survives. The taxman is a regrettable loss.
Are you going to roll initiative?
No, she's staring them down right now because she's got them intimidated. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
How about we negotiate new contracts? You serve someone superior, you don't get turned back into Lemur, and I don't have to deal with body cleanup.
We cannot break our contract and sign a new one.
No, but you can sign a new one as soon as the bearer of the old contract is dead.
Okay. Well, the bearer of the old contract isn't dead yet.
So I propose a deal. As I've stated before, and as you've overheard, I wish for them to be freed. And I am partial to the girl specifically being freed as she has done nothing wrong as of yet. At least to me.
We will.
I,
We can free them.
as soon as I am done with the lady of the house, your contracts will be severed. However, instead of being forced to return, you can make new contracts with the new head of the house, Emmerich. And you could probably even negotiate slightly better deals. I know how shrewd the old lady and her eldest can be.
That is a point.
So once I'm done with the lady, you make your new contracts, and these two are set free.
Sure. We will free them when we are sure that when the contract we can sign new contracts.
Perfect. That sounds like a good deal to me. And miss, don't forget my warning. Just because I can kill the lady of the house, this is a good example of her forces being problematic in the city. You need to leave.
Okay. I'll do whatever you want. I just want to leave. Get out of here.
Let's see here. I don't have anything I can give her. Wait, do I still have one of those mushrooms? That fake death? No. No, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just because you're stuck waiting doesn't mean you can't have a little something. And she will give her a ration pack
Mm-hmm.
and a bottle of fine, exquisite elven wine.
Okay, cool.
She will also give a ration pack to the man, but no wine.
All right. At this
Dirty
point,
tax
this
man.
should be a good point to break, unless you'd be done for the night.
I have work in the morning, so I will have to unfortunately be done.
Darn it. Oh well. We
I have
shall.
5 bottles of wine left.
Yeah. Okay. We will
All right.
hopefully be able to take this back up on Friday. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.